Hi, this is Harish here. Welcome to DB2LUW tips and tricks tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss about the topic data management console. Specifically, the tip that I want to provide is if you want to stop or deactivate the repository database, you have to stop the database or data management console. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/db2luw academy. And this is the problem scenario. So we have the DMC or the database management console, data management console, the data management console, IBM data management console installed. So the prerequisites is it's already installed. I'm not going to demonstrate how to install the DMC. And you have also configured a repository for that. Now, if you want to deactivate the repository database, it's not allowing me to do so. So I just had to find out like after installation and after configuring, I just wanted to bring down the database, but I was not able to do so. So if you want a smooth deactivation of your repository database, you'll have to stop your data management console. And this is like, I'm not sure whether this is a free product or like without any is there a trial version or is it a free version? I'm not sure. So any case, it was available for download from the following link, ibm.com/product/db2 data management console, and there is also a knowledge center. You can see the link over there. And so let me just give you an demonstration as usual. So I have here the DB2 instance started, and have activated the CMS database. So this is just a sample database I created, and you can see list applications, nothing. It is showing no connected applications are there, okay, to this instance. And I'm going to start. So this is the icon. So I have installed the DB2 console, IBM DB2 console. So this is the one. So I have to say start console. So I'm going to say next. And it is really, I don't know what is happening in the background, but it is really a slow process. Like, it takes a lot of time to start the data management console. And in any case, my laptop is not a very high-end laptop. So it's a very low-end laptop with 8 GB RAM and I think it's a dual-core processor. Yeah, I think it's a dual-core processor with hyper-threading. So even though it is technically 4 cores, but it's way less powerful laptop. So this is not like an actual environment. So it should start fairly pretty fast in your servers or when you do that. So I'm sorry for that, but running on low-end hardware is taking a lot of time, and there is also video recording on top of it, and there is a virtual machine running, and there is like a database up and running, so it's going to take a lot of time. And in the meantime, let's go and check the list applications here. Okay, so it's still no applications. Okay. Okay, let's say DB2 list active databases. Wow, this is like really slow. So you can see that I have activated the CMSDB explicitly. So assuming that is our database that is to be monitored by the by the data management console. So it's still starting. Okay, I think we are going to hit, I don't know if we are going to hit a memory resource exception or something, or is the CPU clocking. Wow, 100% of CPU and 7 GB of memory. That's a high level of utilization. So in any case, I don't know why it takes such a long time. So let it start. Okay. So again, this data, in the meantime, I can talk about the data management console. So it's a new UI with a new product. It's a new product with a new UI and like a web-based interface. So you can monitor all your databases, instances, everything. Like once you have set up, like for example, I have set up the DB2 console in my Windows machine, but I'll be able to monitor a database which is in a virtual machine running somewhere. It could be a Here in my case it's a virtual machine, it could be any other server. So as long as I'm able to establish connectivity between my Windows laptop and like the DMC where it is installed, and if I can establish a connectivity to the database or the instance, I should all be set. Okay, and you can see here, so it has started and I'm going to, so this is how you access the console through the web browser. So it's a kind of web app basically. So I'll finish. So I have already configured all the usernames and everything. So I'll sign in. So now you should be able to see in list active databases, you can see that the RepoDB is up and running. And another important thing is the list applications. Look at that. Like all the applications are like the RepoDB applications, right? So this is the repository database and this is the one which you cannot bring down. So if you like say list active databases, so there is CMSDB, there is RepoDB, okay, and you can see pretty much see the CMSDB, it is collecting all the information about the CMS database and it will display the status and all that. Okay, let's see, it's still checking for the status, so it's still not set up yet. Okay, so it should say available 1. Okay, so that's what it is doing here. Let's see, it's going to take a while. So you can see that here all the applications are RepoDB applications, and through this web console or IBM data management console, I'm actually looking at the connection CMSDB. Like I can like look at the log space, I can look at the response time, statements executed, rows read, CPU consumption, memory consumption, like alerts and all that thing. It's not showing because maybe it's still setting up. So you can see here like it's doing the refresh thing. So it will settle down after a while once it connects all the data and establish. Here it is like extremely slow because it's like I told you like I am on an extremely low end hardware, so it's kind of extremely slow. I'm sorry for that, but okay, let's, okay, it is connected. It's still not connected yet. Okay, so I should be able to see some connections. So right now all these monitoring application is on the RepoDB, right? So you should see some monitoring application on the CMSDB as well. I think that is when it will be showing up. See, it's still not showing up, and it kind of shows like when I don't do this video recording and other thing, it shows somewhat faster, but then because of the overhead, like it's not a very powerful laptop, so I guess it is taking a lot of time. Okay, I think it's not even CPU, it's the memory that is keeping me tied up, you know, like wow, it's taking an insane amount of time. So it seems that I can't demo this. Maybe I'll have to reconfigure with a, like this is a very heavy OS, okay? So I think my VMware itself is taking a lot of memory. I think that's the issue going on here. Okay, let me just go. Okay, list active databases. Yeah, both are active, but for some reason it is not establishing any connection. Maybe it takes a while or something. But it was I'm okay. I think I'll just wait. Okay, there you go. Wow, it took such a long time. But this is, don't go by this. This is a very low end laptop, and I am running like 2 OS on top of it and all that. So you can see now still all the connections that are there are of repository database, and you can see now here, like for each and individual database, you can see the summary screen. It provides you a lot of valuable information, like its throughput, its responsiveness, its availability, its resource usage, the time spent on in the last 1 hour, whether there were any log waits, like it gives a lot of graphical things and all those things. So you can, for example, look at the statement, like what are all the statements that are executing, what are all the connected applications which are there. Okay, so okay, and what is the IO, like what is the hit ratio, how many number of pages of buffer pool, like there are a lot of things that you can see here. Okay, so which I can't really demo everything, but okay, so but this is the concept that I wanted to demonstrate is, like I can go ahead and deactivate. Okay, I can go ahead and deactivate my CMS DB, which is actually the database which we are monitoring, okay, without any issues, right? So if I go here and if I go to the summary, okay, if I come here to, so here you can see that all the things are there still. So you can see that it is in a disconnected state. Okay, it's still available. So maybe it is, okay, let's say list applications. Okay, so maybe it's not refreshing. It will take us some more time, I guess, probably. But if I click here, now it is going to activate the database again, I guess, probably. So list active databases. Okay, I think, yeah, so it's showing some statistics for you. So this is a tool that we monitor. Okay, use the database tool that is used to monitor. Okay, list active databases. Okay, still the application is there. Okay, so it's not active, but I think it is showing some cached information or something. So I can sign out from this. Okay, so even if I come out of the console, right, you will see that the applications are still connected. The RepoDB is still active. So even though my CMSDB is not active, my RepoDB is still active. So if I go ahead and deactivate, so if I want to deactivate RepoDB, I can't actually. I mean, it says deactivation successful, but there are still connections to the database. So so the sign out is not enough. So I'll have to close this, and I'll have to effectively stop my DMC or the data management console. So I'll have to open that application again. Okay, and I'll have to say stop console. I think again it is going to hit a lot of CPU or RAM or whatever. Okay, so now if I say list active databases, yep, list application, see there are no applications. So once I stop the data management console, the database became deactivated. So here we have given the command, but the deactivation is successful, but however there are connections to the application. So once we stop the DMC, all the connections got cleared, and you can see there are no applications connected. So this is what I wanted to demo. So if there is a repository database, and if you want to deactivate the repository database, you will have to stop the DMC before deactivating the repository database. Whereas for any database that is getting monitored, you can just deactivate it at any time. It is not like a holding thing. But if there is a repository database configured, then you'll have to stop the DMC for successful deactivation or smooth deactivation of repository database. That is all the tutorial is about. Hope this information was, maybe it is a trivial information. Hope this information was useful to you. See you in the next video tutorial. Until then, bye bye.